Hi everyone, and welcome to another fun and exciting trucking vlog here. As you can see by the title and with the intro here, I have a girlfriend that I'm finally taking with me on the truck. Now, to be fair, she already spent about 11 days with me on the first trip in the truck. Started to attempt to make a video there, but that did not succeed as it was a bit of a adjustment, learning curve, everything, so...
Trial.
Yeah, decided to just go ahead and scrap that video. Back from round 2 now. We're gonna do 17, 18 days. And actually gonna try to film this one. So this should be exciting. I guess to say it is exciting and was exciting to finally have a special someone to share the trucking life with. So that is nice, but now you get to finally see it on video.
Yeah.
And yeah, got the truck all loaded up. We'll do a little bit of a tour inside here in a minute. Had to unfortunately use my mother's Escape as my Land Rover is currently in the shop for some preventative maintenance. That was a fun little experience. It was a nice and tight fit with the dog food, dog crates, and just 2 people loading into a truck, so that was rather challenging to say the least. But gonna go see my mother real quick, drop off the Escape, get sorted, and then finally hit the road. Oh, so thrilling. Look at that excitement. It is cold. It is middle of December at this point. So to put a bit of a timestamp on this, and I know it's gonna be a bit of delayed upload just because I've got a bunch of other videos before this, since I like to do all of my shit chronologically. Middle of December, we're gonna be staying out until December 28th, roughly, a couple days after Christmas. Her birthday's on the 24th. She gets to spend her birthday in the truck, so that'll be nice and exciting. The joy and thrill. I mean, it's called trucking life. It's not like we had much else going for each other, right?
Yeah, I mean, we could potentially stop by a restaurant. You know, at a truck stop.
Oh yeah, get some Denny's.
I've never had Denny's, so.
Well, you're not missing out, so. Ugh. Well, I guess we'll see what happens when that day comes. But in the meantime, let's get sorted here, and we shall see what the first trip is. Finally all situated here. We got our first trip. We are bobtailing down to Murfreesboro to the Lineage. Load isn't going to be ready until 1 in the morning, but in theory, checking in, get a phone number to see how that's going to work. Nice and tidy, not a bunch of loose stuff, even with the 2 of us, so that's pretty good. Also, I did that out of order. This load is going to Fort Worth, Texas, so fun little long drive, but it should be fine. So gonna go ahead and get out of here. Got all situated. She's got her fancy computer share.
Oh God.
From my former workplace. Her spare key. So gotta represent my former workplace. Good old corporate life. Corporate life to trucking. Oh yeah. But
In the blanket.
oh yeah, we got our fancy little blanket here. And yeah.
Because I stay cold.
It is very dusty. It is currently 1:36 in the morning. Finally got loaded up trailer here going to Fort Worth. Fuel stop is 650 miles away. Doing a split break, so we will definitely not make it there. The enthusiasm and thrill is absolutely just...
Here and alive.
That's a good start, right? I mean, at least she's all cozy with her fancy blanket and fancy hat, so at least this won't be a terrible trip.
Not for me.
Oh yeah, not for you, right? But yeah, we got to the we checked in. Obviously, the load was not ready, so went to a Love's, bobtailed, parked, took a 8-hour break. Got about 7-ish hours of sleep, so in theory, it should be good to at least do the rest of this drive, to do another split break and then make it. So we'll see how this goes. I don't feel too bad right now, but then again, I know that this energy and everything will be depleted rather soon because I get to drive through Tennessee, which I'm super thrilled about.
Home state.
Yeah, she's got to represent. She is from Tennessee, but
East Tennessee, though.
yeah.
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 There's a big difference. You've got West Tennessee, Middle, and East.
As someone who has done Dollar General extensively through all of Tennessee, I can definitely agree with that statement. So, well, time to get some fuel. Attempt to scale this truck. Not sure if we'll be able to do it here, as there's a bunch of people taking the break around the scale. Big surprise, and then hit the road. Currently here at the JJ's truck stop here in Bryant, Arkansas. Made it down here earlier this morning, since we successfully left at around 1 or whatever time it was. Only had about 7.5 hours of drive time on the clock. Stopped here, decided to do a full break. So now we've got about, it'll be close to about 4 hours to get to the fuel stop in Texas. And then after that, we're going to be going to the Lancaster terminal because the load is not delivering until Thursday morning. It is currently Tuesday evening, and we're going to get to Lancaster at like 1 or 2 in the morning. So we'll have a bit of a break tomorrow until delivery Thursday morning. So
24 hours in Texas.
Super thrilling.
What a burger, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. When we get to the Lancaster terminal, I'm going to try to get the shuttle van and drive down the street to get some Whataburger, because she's never had any. She's never been to Texas. And even though I've been to Texas several times, never had Whataburger, so this will be exciting.
A non-videotaped mukbang will commence.
There we see a fancy FFE logoed Ford Econoline. That means we have successfully got the Whataburger. Pretty excited to try this. We're gonna run back to the truck and give it a shot. Here's the fancy FFE Econoline, though. It is absolutely mint. Let's go. No power locks. Well, there we go. Finished the delivery here at the Lineage in Fort Worth. Not a bad experience, actually. Based on the reviews, thought it'd be a much longer day. But total time here was about 2.5 hours, so pretty good. Now we have the fun and exciting time of getting fuel for the trailer, getting washout, and then figuring out what in the world to do, as we do not have a pre-plan.
Nope. No clue.
No clue. Yep, just fun and exciting world of sitting and waiting. Definitely not how trucking expected to be, but
It's okay, I can write.
there you go. So on to the next trip. Currently we're sitting at the Pilot in Tyler, Texas, which means Sanderson Farms. I quite enjoy going there, as it's a pretty easy place to get in and out of. The people are relatively nice, and trailer might be ready. So it's currently about 6:30 in the evening on Thursday. The trailer is not supposed to be ready until tomorrow evening at 4, but checked in a couple hours ago, and it's allegedly going to be ready either tonight or early tomorrow morning. So bobtailed here to the Pilot. Going to take a break here. Not sure if we're going to do a split because of the earlier break at the Lineage, or just do a full 10. We'll figure that out once we figure out when they call us. So get there from when we get there. But what's going to be exciting is this is delivering to an Aldi distribution center in Olathe, Kansas. So a couple neat things about that. First of all, it's going to be my very first time to an Aldi's distribution center. After that, I've pretty much hit every single distribution center on my trips. This will be her first time to Oklahoma.
And Kansas.
And we'll be driving by the Cherokee Tribe Nation, so her heritage, so exciting stuff.
It is.
Hopefully we'll be able to drive by that during the daytime, so
that would be nice.
Yeah. So also another thing to try to plan with these brakes. But the other exciting thing is the fact that this is delivering Sunday morning at 3 in the morning, so...
And it's Thursday.
Yes. Well... And it's only about 500 miles, so that's an easy day trip, so... We will see what happens, but obviously extending a break, so with that, definitely going to time it so we can drive by Cherokee land during the daytime. And other than that, we'll see what happens.
We got a lot of downtime.
Yeah, it's economy is totally gone to fucking shit. So that I will rant about at some other juncture of time. But for now, could be worse.
Yeah.
That goes into the KLLM review that I still need to do. It might be uploaded before this video, so we'll see. But alright, time for us to have dinner and try to relax and maybe get a little bit of sleep just in case we end up doing a split break here, and go from there. Very cold and wet greeting from underneath my trailer here at the Pilot in Tulsa, Oklahoma fuel stop. Currently here because I needed one of these. So got up at around 2:30 in the morning when the 10-hour break was up. Saw that they called me and the trailer's ready, which is great, about 12 hours ahead of schedule. But while I was there, I was trying to slide the tandems and they wouldn't slide. I was like, okay, whatever. They have a scale there anyways, and it was just barely legal. So I was like, okay, whatever. It's fourth hole back, so, you know, not bad. I would realistically need to slide it up a little bit now that I've gotten fuel, so, but once I got to the scale at Pilot to double check, right by the Sanderson Farms, I realized that this, the tandem, the air, I don't know what the terminology is, the air bar was not connected to the actual pin there. As on this side, how there is the pin there connecting to the pin there. The pin here is missing. So I walked up to them and got this pin. We're gonna see if it fits because the previous one they gave me didn't fit. Hopefully this fits. I can just slide it in, twist my metal other pin, lock it in place, and be all set. Well, it's not the correct size, but it does, let's see. Yeah, definitely not the correct size, but it's not necessarily going anywhere from what I can tell. And, well, hopefully, that's key word. Too small. The other one he had was too big, so we do what we gotta do. Now, I would like to say, when I was first installing it, at least getting the pin in, obviously I had to have the air released, but I realized as I was trying to put in the little twisty pin there, I was like, oh wait, there's a hole there for a reason. Let me pull the air line, pull the pin pull mechanism. Geez, I can't talk. And that way I would have access to this fancy hole. So, you know, we got what we got here. It seems to be working. At least now my pin is out. Pin is in. So at least I can slide it 3 holes forward, be legal now that I got fuel, and in theory it should stay in place once I get to the Aldi's, so I can slide the tandems while getting unloaded. and from there I can just take it to a shop if need be. But at least I'll be able to make the delivery. My hands are an absolute mess right now. At least it stopped raining. That's a plus. So it is time to get cleaned up and figure out what's going on, because we are about, I want to say 240 miles to destination. There's literally no truck stops at or near the destination, so I'm gonna have to find a little one along the route. And unfortunately the route is through the middle of nowhere, Kansas, because I don't want to hop over to Missouri to have to, you know, backtrack and all that. So I guess we'll see, but should be able to make it there at least this afternoon. It is currently Sunday morning, so got to a Casey's about an hour and a half south of Kansas City Friday evening with how early we were. It took almost a 34-hour reset break, but we did not have, we were just shy. If I did not have to fix the trailer, would have been able to do a full 34, but my clock's looking good, so not concerned. Made the delivery. We spent about, I want to say about 6 hours there, just about. And now this morning we are in Kansas City, Missouri, here at the Loves. Gonna go for a shower because it's been a few days now. Both looking a little rough here, so we need some assistance getting it figured out. And this will be exciting because although we've been to Pilot, Flying J, and the terminal shower in Lancaster, this will be the first Loves shower. Decided to pay for it. And this will be a first time for me in a very long time, because I don't think I took a Loves shower since maybe last winter, so this should be exciting. Pretty standard Loves shower here. Only, it's basically a Pilot shower, just much bigger. Time to fix this disaster. We have successfully made it here to the ConAgra here in Council Bluffs, Iowa. Super exciting. A little brisk, to say the least.
I mean, it was what, 28 degrees?
Yeah.
This morning.
Yeah. Below freezing. It's gonna get worse too.
I'm trying to remember, because me and my mom were talking about the weather. I think the high today here is supposed to be 37.
Ugh. Well, still a bit rough. But
there's supposed to be snow and ice in Illinois.
yeah, that's the unfortunate part.
Maybe.
Well, so waiting on a load here that is going to Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, or no, Manchester, Pennsylvania. So just south of Harrisburg. It's got to be there Wednesday afternoon, early evening, and it is currently Monday afternoon, and it's about a 1,200 mile drive, so this is going to be rather fun and exciting, as we do not know how long this is going to take.
Nope.
Yeah, no. But we will be taking 80 all the way from here to basically central Pennsylvania, and then dropping down through central Pennsylvania to Harrisburg, and just south on 81 or 83, whichever one it is. And that'll be that. So pretty straightforward drive. Unfortunately, the weather is not going to be playing in the favor, as snow and ice and, you know, dangerous road conditions, but we will see. I know somebody's excited for the snow.
I'm a Christmas baby, I can't help it.
Yeah. Great.
If it don't snow on my birthday, I'm gonna be extremely sad.
And when is your birthday, for reference, for everyone to know?
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, Christmas Eve.
I've never seen snow on my birthday. It's unfortunate.
Well, unfortunately, for me, that is going to probably happen to you, as
I don't know, watch them put us in Georgia on my birthday.
Yeah. Well, Christmas Eve is 6 days away. Your birthday. Super exciting.
I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Thought it was, no, yeah, I guess you're right. I thought it was like 5 days. I haven't looked at the calendar.
Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll be in Pennsylvania making delivery Wednesday, so we shall see where they send us after that.
Fucking Florida or Georgia where I don't get to see snow.
At least it'll be warm. Also, I was at a truck stop yesterday, and I had a guy run up to me while we were inside using the restroom. I was waiting for her to exit, and this guy came up and he started talking. First asked how long I was driving, and I said just about 2 years now. And he started talking about my airlines, electrical line, and you know, as you guys probably noticed in my videos, they did slightly rub against the frame rail here, and since I don't have a catwalk, you know, that's been an issue. But then again, in theory, it's not supposed to rub against the catwalk, even if you have a catwalk. But he was talking about it, so I did have to do some fancy maneuvering here, and then he mentioned about how it wasn't, it needed to be about closer to a foot. I probably should wrap it up more with that being said. Closer to a foot to the glad hands. But it was funny because the way he was talking about it and with how much specific detail he went into, obviously that guy is not wrapped up. That guy is kind of wrapped up, but with how much detail he was obviously prodding and prying, looking very closely at the tractor here, and he was, just with how specific I knew he was talking about it, and it was like, oh, you're probably undercover DOT, or not undercover, off-duty, looking at my stuff. But I suppose since he saw a young trucking couple that he would be nice and give us some advice, which I assume is what happened. So I guess I'll take it. I appreciate it. You know, there's good people out there still. I did the best I can. I might still, you know, I'm debating if I should tape it more or not, because, you know, I see other people, but then again, maybe they just have the luck of not being caught. So yeah, I guess, well, yeah, interesting little tidbit though. Look at where we have successfully arrived. The Iowa 80 truck stop, world's largest truck stop. This is pretty exciting because this is actually my first time, and obviously her first time. Yeah. So this will be pretty neat. We're just doing a quick little peek through as we are on a bit of a tighter schedule, but still neat to be able to come see it and experience it in a quick fashion.
It's cold.
Yeah, it's about 20 degrees, so a nice brisk evening. Super fancy, super luxurious. It's actually pretty neat in here. Definitely significantly bigger than the Joplin 44, which I've been to, but still neat. Yeah. Liking it. Unfortunately, we don't have time to stop for food, so, or actually sit down and eat, but still try to grab a little something.
Cheesecake.
Oh yes, critically important. But yeah. We are here in Milroy, Pennsylvania at the Rudders. So successfully made it about 70% through Indiana the other night, then pushed through all the way to here. Currently about an hour and a half to the Americold, and I'm gonna go ahead and go there as the 10-hour break just finished, and looks like that they can accept early. So we are currently looking to get there at around noon, so it should be hopefully a pretty smooth delivery, and figure out what we're going to do next, because you know, it was a couple days of long driving, which didn't go terribly, you know, putting in you know, close to a 1,200 mile trip. So I could have made it all the way there last night, but decided to at least sleep at a moderate place and get a full night's sleep as they could have unloaded us, maybe found parking there, but that's sometimes a mess. Now, if I was familiar with the place, that would be a different story. But time to go there, enjoy some of the scenic beauty of central Pennsylvania. And yeah, at least it's not freezing cold like the past few days, and there is no snow, so that is also a plus in terms of...
No, it actually feels good.
Yeah, it feels good because it's 38 degrees, so...
Yeah.
It is currently 3:30 in the morning. We are at a Sheetz in Bloomsville, not Bloomsburg, something, Pennsylvania. Nice little Sheetz. It's like half empty. 3 in the morning on a Thursday, so pretty good. Is it cold?
Yeah.
Oh, you can tell her enthusiasm level is just peaked.
Not as cold as I was when my brain went fuzzy.
Well, yeah, we'll see here in a second as to why the brain went fuzzy. But once we crest this little curve here, we can see a little peek of what's going on. Oh, there he is. Look at that. So it is cold, it is brisk, but what happened was we were inside laying in bed, and what we do is we keep the regular bunk heater on, but we also turn on the cold air, so that balances out the bunk heater and gives it a nice mix, and also a little bit of ventilation because we smoke in here, obviously. So the truck turned off because it was getting that temperature and batteries were charged, etc., etc. And all of a sudden we could smell the sulfuric smell. So I went out and did my checking, and when I was back here, I could smell it very prominently. So I was sniffing around. I had my big flashlight going, and I saw the steam, or the white smoke, coming from the battery, which I'll plug in the clip. So obviously when I was investigating, I saw this battery, it was leaking, and it was steaming. That steam, or the hydrogen sulfide was coming up into the cab. So I was like, oh no. So immediately shut the truck off, immediately switched the battery, got Sam out and called breakdown, came in, replaced the batteries. I told them to go ahead and replace all 4 just to be on the safe side. I need to put this pin this back together, letting it air out right now, and hopefully here soon. I mean, it already smells better, but it is still a little rough inside. I got this one open too. Yeah, so not ideal to say the least. All right, finally closing it up. Gonna leave the windows open for a minute. Do you? Well, at least it's slightly warmer now.
Yeah.
Do you still smell it?
No.
I don't think I do, but I don't know. Yes, close it up and see how it is. But hey, that was some fun and excitement, right?
No.
Oh.
I wanted sleep. It's 3:35. We're supposed to get up at 9.
Well.
Or no, we're supposed to get up at 8.
No, 9:20
is when we leave.
Yeah.
I have to get up earlier because it takes me a minute.
Well, that's fair.
I can't get up and roll out of bed like you.
That is true. So the fun and exciting part is the fact that due to guarantee pay and blah blah blah, as I've explained about 15 million times in my previous videos, can't extend my 10-hour break unless it's for early to a delivery or pickup. I'm currently not either early or late because we just got from New Jersey. Fun and exciting, right?
Yeah, it was pretty. All the Christmas lights on the little streets.
Which, by the way, we were taking the back roads from Pennsylvania into New Jersey and almost hit a low bridge. It was kind of one of those situations where, was it just the edge because it was an arched bridge or what? I'll superimpose the Google Street View image as well, so tell me if I panicked and had to make a detour or not. But other than that, currently under load. The plan for this is actually to hopefully make it to the Burns Harbor terminal tomorrow night. It's like 601 miles, so it's going to be tight. Really pushing it to see if we'll make it. If not, that's okay. And I'm going to have them look at the truck to see if they can see anything to figure out why this happened. Because otherwise this is going to Joliet for Christmas Eve, her birthday. Obviously super ahead of schedule since it is currently technically Thursday morning, so yeah, so we'll see. But regardless of the fact that it is early, and because this is a drop, I am under load, which means I cannot extend this 10-hour break, which means in approximately 5 hours, got to get up and start rolling, even though we had this fun and exciting evening of not being able to see blah 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 blah. But I guess that would be one of my things about KLOM. But
Guess what? We're driving for 10 hours tomorrow.
we're going to do a full 11-hour day if we can. So, living the dream. But on the other hand, since I have the time, I can still stop and take a power nap. So, and she will probably just sleep back here. So,
Just put me in the net.
yeah, net her up and
You can do B-roll of me like passed out with a net.
yeah. So super safe, but other truckers do it. So
Why not?
exactly.
Just throw me on the top bunk with the rest of the stuff.
Oh yeah. So yeah, living the dream. She is absolutely loving trucking life. So we are currently at the Unfee here in Ogles something, Illinois. Just off the 3980 split. So last night we finally made it to the Burns Harbor terminal successfully. Figured do a full 10-hour break and then pop over to Joliet to drop the trailer. But unfortunately this morning, a slight change of plans as got a call right before the break ended and figured out that we had to do a relay here. So we made it to the Unfee out in Oglebyburg or something, Illinois. And we're at the Unfee, so waiting for this live unload. And that kind of sucks because the pre-plan from yesterday after the Joliet load, still the same pre-plan, but now we're going to be late as we're doing this live unload. The next trip is going to be picking up from the Craft in Champaign, Illinois, and dropping that at the Craft in Columbus or Obetz or Groveport, whichever one you'd like to refer to it as, but the Craft in Columbus. That's what I say. I mean, that shouldn't be too bad of a trip, so it'll be okay. It's just a little unfortunate we will be late. And the other fun thing is it's time to start worrying about my 70-hour clock, which is going to be fun and exciting. As you can tell, Sam is just absolutely thrilled and excited until she is just living the dream here in the truck, aren't you?
Yeah. I want cheesecake though.
There have been several times I attempted to buy cheesecake, but it was not fancy enough.
No, it was because it had that nasty strawberry in it. Like, strawberry gel is gross that they put in pastries. It's gross. I'll see how people eat it.
I guess we'll attempt to find some cheesecake. Also, countdown to her birthday. We are
2 days.
2 days away.
That's what we can do. We can go find like a hot fudge cake for my birthday.
We got the fancy Starbucks. Time to get the fancy Texas Roadhouse. And here's the lovely Ford Transit 2021. It is much nicer than the
FFE.
the Ford Econoline from Lancaster. So I've driven this one several times. Much nicer, black leather interior, ultra fancy. So time to pick up the Texas Roadhouse and get back to the truck for some good food. It is currently 3:10 in the morning. I just walked inside to figure out the location of the trailer so they can see it on the GPS. It is across the street in the other yard. So I'm gonna go over there, grab it, and get going. That means it's gonna be roughly 5 hours until the 5 or 6 hour, 5 hours to truck stop. We're planning on taking the break. Sam is probably going to stay asleep because it's too early for the ship. But Merry Christmas. Super fun and exciting. There is a vintage Peterbilt that is a KLM. Made it to the sheets here in, not exactly sure, somewhere Ohio. We're about maybe 10-15 miles from the 270 Outer Belt. Pretty nice place. Definitely better than the trashy Pilot and TA across the street here. But we got here at around noon, had some food, and took a nap. Been having a lazy Christmas, to say the least. Which, you know, nothing wrong with that. But running inside to grab some coffee for Sam. I might get a snack, I don't know. Starting to dwindle down on supplies as we are supposed to get back to the house on Thursday. Obviously it is Monday. The current plan is tomorrow we're going to get up at around 5:30, get to the receiver at around 6, and then after that I've got pre-planned to do 2 Coshocton to Columbus runs, so that'll be a nice easy rest of the day. Pop over to Coshocton, grab the first trailer, deliver it to the craft in Columbus, run back up, do it again, and then I'm not sure what the plan is after that, as typically when I get those type of relay loads, they usually want to send me home after that, though typically those are the Coshocton to Washington Courthouse, delivering to the Sugar Creek packaging, so we'll see what the plan is. Successfully made delivery this morning. Got there at around 6 in the morning. Thought we were gonna have to wait until 8, but luckily someone came out, even though the sign said shipping and receiving doesn't open until 8, so that was good. Here at the Iowa 80 truckomat, whatever, because we are going up to Coshocton. Gotta get the trailer washed out and everything. Got my fancy 2024 calendar from them to put here. Got the old one for Sam over there, you know, so she can enjoy
Until
one of the, what is that?
fucking March.
Wow, So you still got a solid 3 months of calendar. I mean, hell, you know, we're going to be coming back here later today anyways to do another relay, so I could just get another one for you. Because, you know, having a fancy calendar on the dashboard is kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
Successfully arrived here at the Truckomat again for round 2. Someone looks absolutely thrilled doing her makeup or something. I don't know. I don't understand girl stuff. But here we are waiting for another trailer wash. We got to the Coshocton earlier. It was pretty smooth. Trailer was ready. The guy that I always talk to that does the relaying, he was up there, so we spoke for a few minutes, and he was just complaining as usual that nobody else washes the trailers or fills them up with fuel, etc., etc. And you know, the trailers that he showed me were pretty rough. They were you know, filled with blood, terrible smells, etc. So it was, you know, it was unfortunate, but you know, that's the other drivers for you. At least I come out here and try to make sure everything is clean and good for him, because he's a nice guy and he makes sure that my trailers are ready if he knows I'm coming. So, which means by the time we get back up there, my next trailer should be ready, but then we don't know what the plan is for after this, so I guess we'll see. All right, we have finally made it to the private Land Rover shop. I need to find my Land Rover. Oh, there it is. This is it, right? I can't see a damn thing. Yes. Hopefully he left the key in here. Yep. All right. All set. Gonna follow me to the house. We're gonna drop off the stuff, take the tractor back to the farm, sleep for a few more hours, and then finally go home. Super fun and exciting. Stopped here at the Loves in Shepherdsville. We offloaded everything in the house. All set. Got a energy drink for her, or coffee or whatever the hell, for tomorrow morning, as we have completely ran out of her stuff. So all set. We'll be able to continue our day tomorrow morning or later this morning once we wake up and be good to go. So now it is time to get to the farm, park, take a couple hour nap, and finally be home.